Do we have any idea of the level of communication between Lamar, who's representing himself, and the team?
Yeah, I'm going to preface this with, as somebody who likes to get inside information, this has been one of the biggest mysteries in the NFL because both sides are really keeping this close to the vest here, just not putting out information, even making some calls yesterday with some people in the organization. Lots of people on the staff don't even know what's going on, but there has been one clear message that I've been told, and this has really been the message a lot of us reporters have been hearing, which is the Ravens are waiting for Lamar to want to engage. They're waiting for him to want to participate. The Ravens owner, over at the owners meeting a few months ago, even said, right now Lamar is just focused and worried about one thing, and that's winning a Super Bowl. He's obsessed with it. So we're just at a point right now where we're on Lamar's time, and when he's ready, I think we're going to know more about what he's going to do when it comes to his contract.
All right, so their mandatory minicamp begins on June 14th. RC, you just said that he should not show up for camp. How long do you think he should sit out? And what do you make of this situation, what we just heard from Dianna, that there might really not be a lot of communication going on between both sides at this point?
I'm so confused, Hannah. I mean, right. I think, so many people do play this game to win championships, but also when we see what the quarterback market is yielding, some of the top-notch and elite level quarterbacks, you also have opportunities to set your family up for generations to come. And we've seen that, like I said, with the Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes, even down to Dak Prescott, hell, even Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. And so you would think that Lamar, knowing what he's worked for, knowing what he's accomplished, would be looking to get that huge payday, but it seems like he isn't. And so what confuses me about that, Hannah, is then why would he stay home? If the money isn't the biggest thing, if the Super Bowl is the largest thing, then going to mandatory minicamp would be something that Lamar Jackson would do. Now, for me, I don't get on the grass. I don't risk an ankle. I don't risk a knee. I don't risk hurting a shoulder playing for the Baltimore Ravens or practicing for the Baltimore Ravens without that money. But if it's not your top priority, if it's not what you're working for, then I'm extremely confused as to why Lamar Jackson isn't there. But I believe it's like Dianna says. We don't have enough information. The Baltimore Ravens aren't sharing. The Lamar Jackson side isn't sharing. And Lamar Jackson not showing up to the table is something I would love to ask him about because he's earned that seat.
And Dianna, just put into perspective how unusual this is since he's representing himself.
Well, here's the thing. When you have an agent as a player, basically if you have an agent in any field, they're used as a buffer between you and the organization, right? Sometimes you have to have really difficult conversations and the truth doesn't really get messaged, or at least the truth doesn't come across if there isn't a buffer, somebody in between the player and the team. And that's really the best value of having an agent, right? Sometimes it's just to screen the things that perhaps the player doesn't need to know and doesn't want to know. And in this situation, we've seen other players do this and represent themselves, but this could be complicated because remember, Hannah, there is a thought that perhaps the Ravens aren't really willing to go all the way up in terms of that salary per year, that top quarterback money with concerns of durability. So that could be a really difficult conversation, just knowing what Lamar Jackson brings to this team and this offense. So I'm not sure if it's an advantage or a disadvantage for Lamar, but for right now, he's in a good position when it comes to the money he is expected to get because he should get paid.
Yeah. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.